This morning's service borrows some elements from the 9 o'clock Free Spirit service. Later during the sermon, I'm going to ask you to follow along in a guided meditation. And another thing that we do at 9 o'clock is sing songs that are more chant-like, where we're not necessarily worrying what the next words are, but where we can sing them over and over again to let them kind of seep deeper than our brains. And so join with me as you feel comfortable as we go into this morning's chant. Who am I? Why am I? What shall I do? How will I make my life one that is true? Whatever, whenever, this much I know, there will be meaning wherever I go. Who am I? Why am I? What shall I do? How will I make my life one that is true? Whatever, whenever, this much I know, there will be meaning wherever I go. Who am I? Why am I? What shall I do? How will I make my life one that is true? Whatever, whenever, this much I know, there will be meaning wherever I go. Who am I? Why am I? What shall I do? How will I make my life one that is true? Whatever, whenever, this much I know, there will be meaning wherever I go. The alarm is ringing, my head is spinning, my feet are on the floor, I wear a bathrobe, grab a towel, and head towards the shower. I feel the water rushing at me, running through my hair. The working day is coming, and I got to get there. Skim the morning paper, eat the breakfast on the run. There's no time to lose, there's work to be done. Welcome to the working week. I know it don't thrill you, I hope it don't kill you. Welcome to the working week. There is too much to do. You listen to the news in the morning and the war and the poverty and the legislation and so many changes in the world. You eat your breakfast. Is it healthy? Is it economical? Can you afford a better one? Get your kids to school. Is it a good school? Can you afford a better school? What if the teacher doesn't like her? What do you mean the science project is due today? Go to work. Are you being kind to the ecology? Why is your car filled with so much trash? Is that a squeak I hear when I touch the brakes? It disappears when I turn up the radio. Those stupid DJs, they try to be funny. How secure is our job? Will I have to work late? Is this really what I want to do with the rest of my life? Don't forget to pick up things from the stores. Ooh, look, that's on sale. I think I'll try it. What was it that I came in here for? Home at last. What's this water on the floor? Where are my tools? Why do you kids have so much homework? They didn't have math like this when I was in school. What is my favorite TV show? Did we have a meeting tonight? Darn, I was hoping we'd get more involved in the community, but I'm too tired tonight. Let's go to bed. Turn off the light. I wish I could turn off my mind. We live busy lives. We are pulled in many directions. We have so many roles to play that we often feel like a pinball bouncing, always reacting, never acting, never being proactive, just so distracted by life that we never have time to live. What we want and what we need has been confused. Life goes out of balance. We lose our focus. We need to be centered. In pottery, the clay needs to be centered on the wheel, or else it wobbles and collapses, and clay goes flinging everywhere. In astrological terms, the sun is the center of the solar system, yet at the same time, it orbits around the center of the galaxy. What orbits around us helps define who we are, the principles and ideals that we orbit around helps define why we are. The balls we choose to juggle affect how we move through the universe. But just as the sun is not the sum of its planets, we are not the sum of our different spheres. We are more than our job. We are more than our relationships. We are more than our genders. We are more than our hobbies. Who are we deep inside when we strip away all these things? In the movie Shrek, the title character tries to explain himself by saying that ogres are like onions. To which his sidekick says, "What do you mean? They stink?" And he was trying to say, no, we have layers. There's more to us than what's on the outside. And so often we too are so busy looking at what's outside of us that we never look to see who we are. Who are we beneath our layers? Like good Unitarian Universalists, we engage in a free and responsible search for truth and meaning. We read books, attend workshops and lectures, watch educational TV, and listen to experts. Sometimes we forget to listen to ourselves. For we are the true experts on our lives. Only we can truly know how we feel. Only we can think our thoughts. And that's why sometimes we need to close our eyes to see ourselves. We have to shut our mouths in order to hear our true voice. I invite you to do that now. Close your eyes. Get comfortable in your chair. Breathe deep. Fill your lungs. Empty them. Concentrate on what's inside you. Start to examine your many layers. Our outermost layer is our clothes. Do clothes make the man? is a woman what she wears? Who are you today? Are you formal or informal? Are you always this way? What is the uniform you wear when you're working? How are you like others in your occupation? How are you different from others in your occupation? Who are you in the midst of your work clothes? What clothes do you put on when you are with your family? In what ways are you like others in your family? In what ways are you different from others in your family? Who are you in the midst of your family? What clothes do you wear when you're having fun? In what ways do you follow fashion? And in what ways do you create your own style? Who are you in the midst of your clothes? Under our clothes is our skin. What color is your skin? How are you like most people of your race? How are you different from most people of your race? Who are you in the midst of your skin? Is your skin wrinkled or smooth? How are you like most people your age? How are you different from most people your age? What part of you is ageless and eternal? In our nakedness, we are male or female. How are you like most people of your gender? How are you different from most people of your gender? In what ways do we transcend gender? Under our skin are our muscles. Take time to contract your muscles. Tighten your arms and your legs. Feel your strength. Hold it and release it. In what ways are you defined by your abilities? In what ways are you defined by your disabilities? Who are you beyond your body? Under our muscles are our appetites. Is it true you are what you eat? Do you eat because you are hungry? Do you eat to socialize? Do you eat because you are sad or angry? Do you eat to save the planet? In what ways do you choose your food? And in what ways are you controlled by your appetite? Who are you when your stomach is empty? Consider your brain. Do you control your thoughts and emotions? Do your thoughts and emotions control you? Do we exist beyond our mind? Consider the poetry of you. All that you are and all that you aren't. There is a meaning that goes beyond each of your layers. To find your story, you need to read between the lines. Many questions have been asked. Listen. Listen to yourself. Make time each day to listen. When things are spinning out of control, find your center. The mystery that lies inside of you will give you strength to face the day. Sing with me again. Who am I? Why am I? What shall I do? How will I make my life one that is true? Whatever, whenever, this much I know, there will be meaning wherever I go. Who am I? Why am I? What shall I do? How will I make my life one that is true? Whatever, whenever, this much I know, there will be meaning wherever I go. Open your eyes and return to this room. Be aware of the community of love that surrounds you. When we feel centered, our interactions improve. It's easier to forgive ourselves and others. It's easier to be true to oneself when we know oneself. The exercise we did is not the only way to find your center. Some exercise, some meditate, some pray, some read, some take a long hot bath. It involves setting aside time that is just for us. Sometimes it's hard to find even a minute in our busy days. Sometimes you have to take it where you can. I have been known that while I'm heating my hot water for tea in the microwave, to take those 2 minutes to breathe, to close my eyes and count to myself and to breathe. If a thought comes into my head, I just try to let it drift away. You know, a watched pot never boils, and those 2 minutes can seem like an eternity. And I connect to what's eternal inside of me. On some Sundays, when I'm finding my words clumsy and the music isn't moving me, I cherish that moment of silent meditation after joys and concerns. Find moments throughout your day, at the stoplight, or those many occasions where we rush, where we hurry up in order to wait, instead of the frustration. Consider it grace, an unexpected gift of time, a moment to yourself to remember who you are. And maybe silence is not centering for you. I think we heard in our joys and concerns, sometimes surrounding oneself with very loud music can drown out everything else, and somehow you can find yourself in the midst of that cacophony. Sometimes I get that experience when vacuuming or mowing the lawn. There seems to be this kind of cocoon of sound that surrounds you that keeps everything else out. I sometimes watch Ernie as he's mowing the back lawn here, and sometimes I wonder if a riding mower can be as spiritual as walking the labyrinth in a cathedral. Hopefully, today you have heard something true from deep inside yourself. Take that ideal, that why am I, and make it real. Let us conclude our service by singing hymn number 381. And it'll be to do a familiar tune, which Carol will play through once, and then we'll join in singing. Please rise as you are able.